Yes, a very good afternoon to you, Lagos. Thank you once again for joining us on the nation's number one talk news and sports station, 99.3 Nigeria Info. Right, it's the real estate show as usual at this time. Yes, it's a time where we talk about real estate. We talk about the challenges in real estate and the way forward and how we can improve our lives in the city and the way we live in general. Yes, I am Architect Benga Akinsheta, your host, and today, yes, as we move around, we hover around the main issue, which is real estate. We will be looking at the technology and the social medium that affects that influences real estate and propagates real estate on the long run. So let's just say we'll be talking real estate technology and the effects of social media on real estate. Yes, I dare say that technology and social media has affected us in all spheres of life, regardless of our diversities and specialties or our priorities. It has shaped our lives and the way we think, the way we operate, work, live in general, either through social media or an innovative app, which we will be talking about today, right? And the purposes of these innovations are to enable us achieve a flexible, dynamic, easy experience, especially as it relates to real estate sales, investments, patronage, as well as social economic growth of the real estate market. Yes, so we talk about real estate, how you can invest, how you can actually look for a house, how you can, the things to look out for in a house, how you can actually observe your environment. So how about you having this experience through a virtual medium, getting a house without the stress of going up and down Lagos and looking for an agent, rather just logging into an app or a technology that can actually help you with getting a house or buying a land. Yes, so in the studio with me, I have crew. Of course, I have Chudi, a real estate consultant and real estate investor. Yes, thank you, Chudi, for coming.
Thank you for having me.
As usual, yes.
Thank
and
you.
Also, I have some consultants who are here to educate us on the possibilities of experiencing real estate in a different way using a technology. Yes, I have Maya Daly in the studio, and also I have Victor Legend in the studio. Yes, and they're here to educate us and tell us what's new about the real estate, what's new about a virtual experience that would actually make real estate market and an investment a more interesting venture. Yes, thank you, gentlemen, for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, yeah, I remember I was chatting with Chudi and I thought, okay, yes, it would actually be interesting that we talk about how social media is influencing real estate or has influenced real estate and how it's made it a different experience compared to the primitive times.
Yeah.
Right. I remember it's an interactive session. You can ask questions and also share your experiences. If you have an idea of a technology, even outside the country, that has really enhanced the real estate market, feel free to share your experiences and let's talk on the numbers 012770993, 012771993, 012772993, and 012773993. Or you could call the toll-free line on the number 08L Nigeria 08000 L Nigeria Info, or 08005 64437 424 636. It's the real estate show, Life in the City, the way we live here, and we are talking about how we can improve our lives in the city and enhance our thinking and the way we live in general through real estate technology. Yes, Chudi, your thoughts?
Yeah. I always say this: we must always think leverage when we want to make certain decision. The advent of social media is to actually to improve life,
Right.
not to take life away from people, and to help you make decision faster, to also be able to create transparency in the process of you buying your own house or whatever transaction you're doing. Social media has come to stay. Social media is not leaving anytime soon. And we have issues with a lot of people talk about, I want to own a house, or I want to buy a property, or I want to rent an apartment. Now, where are the platform that I go to go and access certain information that will aid me in making my investment decision, or maybe getting that apartment that I desire? We have seen a lot of people who says, "Oh, I've been duped. I have been scammed. I've lost money in the process of trying to invest in real estate, and I don't know who to report to." Yes, we have regulatory bodies and the likes, but we need a special system that allows me to minimize the kind of mistake that I will make. That would have probably going the primitive way. So the social media platform is the online platform gives me opportunity, or gives me that liberty for me people to make the right decision per time. Now, I ask people, whenever you want to buy a property, where actually do you go to? What are the mediums that you are using? Because the medium you are using will determine how fast or how safe that you will be. I have sold more properties on social media than I have ever sold just trying to
word of mouth or by
door to door. Now, because people tend to believe me more, because there's a more transparent process. It's a more transparent process because you can actually see. Do you understand? And it helps me to be able to expand beyond the horizon of Nigeria. So I have somebody in the UK who is probably watching me. I may not travel to the UK, but you know what? Somebody in the UK is able to see me and is confident that, okay, this person can put himself on that social space. I will commit my funds into his hand. Now, a lot of people, I'm trying to discuss to property agents, because there'll be a time, any property agent, because sometimes some property agents try to lay back. They don't want to get involved because when you are so transparent, what happens is that you cannot inflate prices anyhow. Because I will ask Mr. Obi or I will ask Mr. Leye to give me feedback as to this, as to how to work. I've also found out that sometimes, maybe in trying to run businesses too, when I go on social media, when I don't get a good service, I go on social media and I just rant. I'll be able to get quick response. So I think that it has come to stay, that anytime we want to be able, we should also try to use that medium to be able to get our messages across as a buyer or as a service provider. That's just what my thoughts really are.
Well, very well said. Yes, if you're just joining us, it's the Real Estate Show, Life in the City, the way we live, and we are talking from a different vantage point. Today we are talking about how technology and social media has affected real estate, how it's affecting it, and how we can actually tap into the possible opportunities of this technology. Right, I have Chudi in the studio. If you're just tuning in, it's 99.3 Nigeria Info, the nation's #1 talk news and sports station. Yes, I am Architect Benga Akinshete, your host, and today we have been talking about an innovation. It's the real estate technology, how we can actually tap into the real estate technology. Yes, and also we know how social media has actually been changing lives and improving lives. Yes, and Real Estate Show, Life in the City, the way we live. Yes, on 99.3 Nigeria Info, and we have been talking with Chudi Mayadele and Victor on real estate technology and how we can actually improve our perception about real estate investment opportunities, and how we can take our real estate experience to another level. Yes, before the break, Chudi was sharing his thoughts.
Basically, I think social media has come to stay. Social media has come to stay basically because that is where everybody is. Now we have about 1 billion people probably on Facebook or so.
So no more than that. In order for us to have a better living standard, everyone has to be social media active.
You don't have an option.
Computer literacy.
You don't have an option.
The internet.
Now just imagine that I want to buy a property, or I want to get involved I want to rent a property somewhere, maybe in Sulere. I live on the island. every time you ask an agent, the agent just quickly drags you out of the office and tells you that, you know what, just quickly come right now.
You
There's
are
a property
telling my
I've
story,
seen
bro.
for you. You know what, I want you to rush down quickly, and you just ask, you know what, just take permission in the office and say, okay, you know what,
You are
I
telling
just
the
want to quickly
stories of
drive.
many colleagues, many of us. Me,
So you just quickly drive to
many
town,
people.
and when you get to the place, and you're like, okay, are we there yet? They say, this is the place, and you're like wondering what is going on here. No, and they call you that this is the only property that is available at this
Yeah.
time. Somebody's coming
And
to
it's
pay
hot
for
cake.
it right now, and you're like wondering. So will you, because will you take another permission next time? So you
Exactly.
quickly want to go for that particular property, or because we are in a hurry.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are now, what the social media gives to us is that I can view a property. I can do a video of a property and I upload it. You can see that property.
Right, yeah.
If it doesn't resonate with what I have seen
Yes.
in reality, what do? I take my money back.
That's correct.
Now I can also do a proper verification on the person who is selling that property.
Get it how?
Why? Because once I get that particular person details, I want to check if the person is regulated by NIS also. That's Nigerian Institute of Estate Surveyors and Valuers and all of that. I also want to verify. I can also go to the person's website to see what kind of information are they sending about that person.
And also ask people if they've heard of.
If they've heard of, so I can do
this.
a proper investigation. People miss good opportunities because they are not protecting their money.
That's
Okay.
right.
Because they are not, because I need to be able to protect my investment, what my hard-earned money. But what platform am I on to be able to do that? So anybody who is not using is doing real estate, but is not using the social media space, I don't think that person should be a serious property developer.
Right.
I won't take such an individual person, that's such an individual company serious.
Yeah.
Because I need to be able to, you need to get on that platform to be able to relate with me. So for me, where will I go to when I want to search for properties? I won't just search because you gave me one sweet handbill that told me sweet nothing. I need you to be able to tell me. I need to be able to go somewhere to be able to do proper verification of who you are.
Right. So you'll advise people to take advantage of the social media opportunities to rent a house, buy a land.
I want to join this conversation right now. Where will I join this conversation? I'll probably go on social media to join the conversation.
Yeah.
Now, if I send you a message, you probably may not see it immediately, but probably I bet you during the day you can just go through and you can relate with me if you want. If I want you to relate with me.
Let me enhance what Mr. Chudi has said. You can even do your verification on social media. There are a lot of forums where you can actually verify. Okay, this Mr. Chudi that we are even saying that is selling property. Is it a real person to deal with? Is it someone that I can actually trust? There are places that you can actually check. People will ever do reviews. That's one good thing about social media. They will do reviews on who Mr. Chudi is, what kind of property he sells. The Twitter platform that we have is very, very powerful because you can do what we call target zone on Twitter. You can know who and who sells in your area. You can find out who are the buyers in your area. You can do a lot of stuff with Twitter. So a lot of people don't really know how to use Twitter for business. So I employ all the real estate developers, all the people, the owners of what do you call it? The landowners, the users. They should embrace the use of Twitter a lot. Instagram is good for pictures and stuff.
Yeah, which is good for real
It's
estate
good
as
for
well.
large as well. Facebook, you have to use the Facebook community to. That's where people conversate and talk. People that have done business with Mr. Chudi, they will talk about his character. They will talk about the property he sold to them.
And that's how the network improves.
Exactly. It's a huge platform. And also the people developing platform for real estate, they should use, there's a lot of